Hey everyone, it's Rachel, and for this week's Movie Monday, I watched the Disney movie Recess School's Out. Now, this was a movie that I used to watch all the time as a kid. All the time. I used to check it out from the library over and over and over and watch it multiple times a day. Probably drove my parents nuts, I don't know. And I recently found it again, and I wanted to see if it held up. I hadn't seen it in years. I think the last time I saw it, I was maybe 7 or 8. So I decided, hey, let's just check it out and try it again. So I watched it. Just finished it actually, and I would say that it still holds up. There's a lot of like humor embedded in there that kind of goes over some kids' heads, and you pick it up as an adult. And I think they did that on purpose because they knew adults would also be watching it, and that's something that Disney is really good at doing, actually. So yeah, I laughed still, and there were some parts that I remembered, and like when TJ is super excited and he's like running and trying to like tell everyone that there's some like secret agency camped out in the school and there's a laser or whatever, and he runs into the closed screen door. Iconic. I remembered that through my whole childhood. And there's iconic lines such as one of the teachers saying, "Curse these bodacious hips of mine." Like, what? Yeah, so if you don't know the movie, it's kind of a continuation of the series Recess, and if you haven't watched that, I would recommend you check it out. I will be checking it out again for another Movie Monday in the future. I'm working on another one right now. And yeah, so they're basically, it's called Recess, so it's all these shenanigans that happen at recess, and there's a group of kids, there's 6 of them, and you basically follow them and their different life paths, as they come together to be friends, and there's like people from all different types of life and different interests, and I appreciate that because it shows kids that you don't have to be just one way. Anyway. So it's the last day of school when it starts, and they're getting ready for summer, and they pull, epic pranks, whatever, and all fine and dandy. And then TJ, like the ringleader of the group, finds out that all of his friends are going away at summer camps, and he's gonna be the only one there. And he's bummed about it, but he's riding his bike, and then he sees that there's this weird green glow coming from the school, and he does some investigating and all this, and the cops don't help because they don't believe anybody and all this fun stuff. And then they find out that it's some like secret agency run by the Secretary of Education who used to be principal and was overruled or whatever, and the principal now was replaced him because the bad guy wanted to take away recess. Well, now he wants to take away summer vacation by moving the moon so that it will be winter. And yeah, honestly, the soundtrack is awesome because it features a lot of like older songs. I would recommend that you check that out. And it's just kind of zany all over the place, but it's a lot of fun, and I think, especially now since I work in a school, I appreciate the depiction of educators truly caring about the kids and their futures and just wanting what's best for them, even if that doesn't mean that they're going to have the highest test scores. They're going to be happy. So that's just kind of my general overview. I laughed. I'm probably gonna watch it again because I fall in love with it again. personally, I think this is a movie that you can watch no matter what age you are. I'm gonna be showing it to my nephews at some point because I think they'll think it's really funny. And yeah, so it's just a fun movie. Check it out. It's a little bit over an hour. If you watch all of the credits, it's a little under an hour and a half. So I would recommend it. Also check out the series if you haven't. It's pretty funny. It only ran for a few seasons, so it's not that long. And yeah, so let me know what you would like me to watch for another Movie Monday. I am currently halfway through season 2 of a 5-season show, and I'm sure many of you have heard of before, and I will be reacting to that when I make it through the series. Hopefully that will be for next Movie Monday, if I can truck through it fast enough because they're longer episodes. So anyway, and yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about that already. Let me know what you would like me to watch in the future by commenting down below, or you can tweet me. My Twitter information is down below. There's some other links down there. Check them out if you want to. If not, then that's fine. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you in another video. Bye.